Hi, this is John Isles and welcome to Geometer's Paradise. Today we're looking at the solutions to the questions that were asked in 3-1 conditional statements. In the middle of the notes we had a practice problem where we wanted to identify the hypothesis and conclusion of the statement: if B is between A and C, then AC is equal to AB plus BC. The hypothesis of this statement is that B is between A and C, and the conclusion of the statement is that AC is equal to AB plus BC. In the practice problem, we have the sentence: an object falling to the ground accelerates at 32 feet per second per second. The question here is, what happened first? What's the subject of this sentence? And it's the object falling to the ground. So we say an object falls to the ground. Notice that my hypothesis is itself a complete sentence. The conclusion is that the object accelerates at 32 feet per second per second. In the second problem, if the umpire sees lightning, he will cancel the game. The hypothesis is that the umpire sees lightning. The conclusion is that the umpire cancels the game. Again, I did not use the pronoun he in my conclusion. I used the proper reference, the umpire. You will feel better tomorrow if you get a good night's sleep. Notice that this sentence is backwards. The hypothesis is that you get a good night's sleep, and the conclusion is that you will feel better tomorrow. Finally, reading the right book can be an exhilarating experience. The hypothesis is reading the right book, but notice that the subject is not in the sentence itself. This is the implied you, so you're allowed to come in and say, you read the right book. And your conclusion is that you have an exhilarating experience. Alright, now let's think back about some of our hypotheses in geometry. If R is between Q and S, this implies the segment addition postulate, and we can say that QS is equal to QR plus RS. If AD is perpendicular to DC, then angle ADC is a right angle. If AD bisects BC at point D, that means that there's a point between B and C at which the segment is split in half, and that point is D. So that BD is equal to DC. If a ray AC is perpendicular to ray CD, again we have a right angle. Angle ACD is a right angle. Up here, this perpendicular statement here could also end up being 4 right angles, just so you know. Depends on whether or not you're looking at a line or not. Angle A and angle B are supplementary. This means that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180. Or I could say that angle A and angle B sum to 90. This means that angle A and angle B are complementary angles. Or I could say that Q is less than a right angle, which means that angle Q is an acute angle.